Hello friends, welcome back. In the last session, we have seen intercompany sales. Okay, this we have finished. Now we're going to see in this session, okay, it's not yet finished, consignment sales. And we have left with one more export orders. So we are creating any sales order with export customers. And if you have export Incoterms, like something like if you are generating commercial invoice in the middle, it depends on country to country requirements. So bonded, non-bonded, these kind of scenarios will be there, licensed and non-licensed products. So for this, there is one module called export international business. If you have foreign trade, earlier it was there in EC system, that is got replaced with international trade. You don't have to use it your material master level export and import tabs for that. Once GTS got implemented, data will be directly read from there. So then this you keep it pending. If we have done, or else we can make this one as done. Why? Because we're not going to cover international business in this. I will show you. If you take any export customers other than your domestic sales organization, just try to create a OTC, that is sufficient. So this is nothing required to specifically we have shown. Why? Because our sales organization is domestic Europe related sales organization, and we have taken all international customers. We have took in this example like India as business partner for Bangalore and Hyderabad, two cities. So there is nothing new to explain for export orders. So let's try to concentrate on consignment sales now. Okay, or else if you would like to get in details for export orders, so you should have to do the embargo and license determination either from GTS or else international uh, trade. International trade one module is there within S4 inbuilt will be there, that implemented, then you can able to see that. I think these things you can able to see when you are dealing with GTS or international trade got implemented with S4 HANA. There is nothing to worry about that. Just other country customer, there depends on country requirements. You have to fulfill the your license requirements, and the customer should be legally is ready to do the business. Okay, that's this scenario has a lot of scope to understand. So when you once you check with the GTS guys, you will get to know this one. So there is nothing to worry about this. So at OTC level, we have covered this. In this scenario, we are going to see consignment sales. So what is basically consignment sales? So in consignment sales, it consists of basically four processes. One is consignment fill up, consignment issue, consignment returns, consignment pickup. What is this exactly? Like in regular OTC scenario, we have taken GG1 as our sales order, and GLF is delivery, GF2 is billing. Till now you have seen this right scenario for any one of the customer orders, but you got a certain scenarios like your company is located assume that it's in Germany. Okay, and you got so many customers from India. Okay, I'm just telling any one of the scenario you can use it. Your Indian customers, for example, this company, they are manufacturing MRF tires. Okay, so so German company, so basically it is origin from Germany, or else you take Dunlop or some kind of seat tires. Okay, they're manufacturing. So India, you have found lot many customers. What Germany will do, so India assume that you have a company called Maruti Suzuki plant, you have something called a Hyundai plant, okay, and you have called some kind of a Skoda. So all these are the customer plants. They are manufacturing cars, okay. What SEAT will have, SEAT company located in Germany, they have a direct agreement with Maruti, Skoda, and Hyundai. What they will do, so like they will dump the stocks, like 1,000 pieces of four-wheeler tires and 1,000 pieces of four-wheeler tires, like that, they have dumped. So now Maruti got one customer request this month, like they need uh, 5 cars from Bangalore customer, okay. So if such kind of requirement, what happens? So basically, it is very difficult when they get the requirement to use this ancillary product. Ancillary product means, uh, so your car has a dependency, like without tires you cannot able to run it. So this German SEAT company location, he supposed to supply goods to whenever Maruti has a requirement, or else Honda will have a requirement, or else Skoda will have a requirement. Such cases, SEAT what will do? So based on the agreement, they are putting customer place only, okay. But for example, Maruti Bangalore, you got a 5 customers, 5 into 4, 5 4 20, and at the same time 5 Stephanie's, total 25 tires, okay. Out of 1,000, they got a requirement of 25 tires at manufacturing location based on Bangalore request. So out of 1,000, this will be dumped at customer place, okay, from SEAT, but ownership will be from SEAT only, until unless they didn't use for their requirement, car manufacturing they didn't use. Suppose they have used this 25. So for this 1,000, they don't do the bill. Actually, they will dump at customer place. When customer uses based on their requirement, they are going to do it. This stock will become like 975, and this is used stock. For this used stock, we will do the bill actually, okay. So company will do the bill for Maruti for 25 tires only, but still they have left with 975 tires. This is one scenario. Certain cases, I will tell you, you have a, in our regular example, our system is doing uh, coffee manufacturing. So what it will do, so this German company, they will put one hub kind of location, okay. Whenever customer, they are keeping the total, they are dumping the total stock here, like so like 1 lakh kgs of packs or something like that they are dumping. So you have a customer from India, from Delhi, and they got a 1,000 kg requirement. Such cases, it will be reduced, okay. 1 lakh means 10,000, assume that 10,000 kgs they used then, so it is 90 kgs left with this, like that, it is dumping. Ownership will be there with the current whatever GS01 company code, and that's a particular sales area. And whenever your customer used this, Delhi customer used, the ownership will be transferred to here. So how it will work, let me show you. First, for dumping, we're using consignment filler. That means we're sending material to customer consignment. So, but ownership will be on the name of the company. For that, we use the document in ECC, all the same document KB. Okay, and the item category is KBN. But why it is not 10, I will tell you. in technical differences. And consignment issue, like whenever your customer uses the stock, so then you will use the document type called KE. So the stock will be issued to customer. So whenever you do the consignment fill up, the stock will not be added to your unrestricted stock. It will be added it as a special stock. From the special stock, it is moved and it will be utilized by your consignment issue process. So that customer, so company will raise bill to the customer in this process. So whenever you find any damage, again you will do the returns. So that is called customer returns. Okay. So I assume that your coffee powder has an expiry date of 2 years. So your customer is not used the full stock, 50% is used, then it need to be returned back to the customer location. That is called consignment pickup. For that, we are going to use KA. Okay. Basically, we are trying to see how this process works. So this is KB or else CF, you can call it as. So let's see on a S4 HANA system how it works. Okay, let's go to the consignment sales process in S4 HANA. So I don't feel any difference. Let's go to Vivo V8. The document type is KV. Okay, let's select this. Let's try to compare with OR. Okay, let's double click this. So let's go to the previous entry. So if you see document category for consignment fill up is same C. So you have only delivery. You don't require billing. That's why we are using this one. Okay. And again, the stock will be moved from your special stock. That's why we are using KB. Okay. Let's go to Vivo V4. So for KB, the item category is KBN. Okay. So for KB, the item category is KBN. What is this KBN? It sounds. So end users don't require to have a deep understanding. If you understand, that is good. So if you see KBN, so your billing relevance is J. Like if you are doing for EU countries, so you are using this. Otherwise, you don't require. You need not maintain billing relevance at all for consignment fill up. So in our case, we don't require. Let's keep this one. Let's save this. So let's go over here. Go to our own request. Consignment sales. Let's select this. So KBN is there. So if you see this, TAN is relevant for billing. Like if you are certain company requirements, like if you're sending stock and dumping at one place in Indian scenario, you just have to play excess duties. If any stock movement is there, you should have to send that invoice. Like in other countries also, we are going to create pro forma invoice, dummy invoice, but actually you don't have an invoice. It depends on the country requirements. So billing relevance you don't have. So there is no point to deal with pricing if you until unless if customer having any requirement like how much worth stock you are sending dumping there. Okay, if you see weight and credit is not active, you need not determine the cost. This is all about your KBN. Let's go to Vivo V4. So KB, if you put it, see this is the item category KBN. Now let's try to check schedule and category. Before that, let's go here, Vivo V5. Let's put it KBN. So KBN is even. So here, with available check or without available check, couple of schedule and categories are there. So in this case, if you go Vivo V6, let's check E0. See, so 631 is the movement type. As per our Excel also, we are showing the same. And let's go to the E1. You will have availability check. If you have availability check requirement, how much stock is available before dumping the stock, you just have to do this. Okay. Now let's try to create the process for consignment fill up. Sorry, I'm not copying anything. I'm just taking standard. So KB, we're taking this. Okay. So that means Vivo V7, Vivo V8 to check the document category. So let's try to check the KB. So they're using document pricing process is B. We'll try to use the same thing. So VKK. Let's go to the new entries. GSD1, and we're taking wholesales, and this is coffee division. That's fine. Document pricing category is B, customer pricing category is A, and your pricing process is somewhat like this. Okay, we're taking this one, consignment sales. Now let's try to create the sales order. So let's press enter. So now it is asking consignment fill up in S4 HANA. Okay, no problem. So let's take this material. Let's put the 100 packs of stock. Okay, now let's go and try to check incomplete log. Everything is all right. Now double click. Let's go to the shipping. Your shipping point is there, and let's go to the schedule and see E0 without available to check. It is checking now. So you have rounded quantity and confirmed quantity is the same. Now let's save this. If you see the item category group is KVN. Let's save this. Okay. So fill up order is 203. So VA03, go to the display document flow. Okay. Now let's go check your stock overview report for the same material, and you take the same plant and you take the storage location. Now if you see, there is no movement. Okay, now let's try to, so you just make a note on that 136,999 in your mind, the stock. Okay, now let's try to click the delivery. So your GS01 shipping point, let's press enter. So let's go for picking. Okay, so now let me do the stock posting. Before that, check the goods movement data. What is the movement type? It is picking 631. Why is this 631? Means it should be like, your special stock, not from your unrestricted stock. Okay, so let's do the post goods issue. So this system is a bit slow. Please bear with me. So you got outbound delivery got created. Now let's go VA03. So display the document flow. You see outbound delivery got created and picking and your consignment done for goods issue. So let's go to the more document flow. If you have multiple items, you can able to display like this. So this is how like it is done. Now let's go back. You see the unrestricted stock is like this. Let's refresh the screen. See, now stock is reduced. Okay. So it will be added as your consignment stock. If you see below, it is added. So this 50,000, that means now earlier it is, if you add this, how much it is, that much total stock it was there. Now 50, it is added to consignment stock. Whenever, if you see, if you go back, okay, if you go back to the Excel, so we created with KB the consignment fill up and LF is the delivery. So consignment stock added. Okay, in our example, it is 50,000 grams. The packs is converted into certain grams. Okay, so let me merge this. Can fill up. Okay, this is what we have taken. So now let's try to do it. This means this is at customer place. Still ownership belongs to the company. Okay, ownership belongs to GS01. It is not utilized by them. So when it is utilized, then it will be reduced the stock from here and it will be used by your consignment issue. Okay. So what is this consignment issue? If you go back, consignment issue is key is the document type and KEN. And why you have KEN? Why it is not 10? Because it should be reduced from your special stock, not from your unrestricted stock. So set schedule and category C0 and LF and KEN. Okay, moment type is 633. Let's see this. Let's try to check this one on SAP system. So now you got a 50K grams. Now let's try to go to Vivo V8 document type to check the technical settings. This is for your consignment issue. You see document category is the same. So you have a delivery and you have a billing. That means it is removing from that 50,000. Okay, not from your unrestricted stock. For that reason, if you go to Vivo V7, you have a KEN instead of TAN. That is the only different, or else it will look like the same TAN, same like a TAN only. It should be removed from your special stock. You see, W is the special stock, customer consignment stock. So like in the similar way, if you go for make to order, you have E will be there on order stock. Okay, this is the only key difference between your KEN and TAN. Otherwise, everything is looks like same. So now it should be removed from or special stock means like your moment type is different. So it shouldn't be like 601 like how you have CP schedule and category. Now let's go to the schedule and category. Okay, so you have basically C0, 633 is the moment type. Okay, C1 is, if you would like to implement availability check for that, just have to take the C1. That is the only difference. It all depends on your customer requirement. Let's go to VA01 KE. Okay, basically it is a consignment issue. Let's taking this. Okay, consignment issue. Okay, in S4. So we just try to take the 5 quantity only. Okay, let's check schedule lines. It should be C0. So now go back and let's try to check complete log. So let's try to do the delivery now. So now we created a delivery. Okay, LF will be there and you will have a billing. So basically you don't have to pick. Okay, you don't have picking for this. So let's do the post goods issue. You're not picking from your unrestricted stock, right? So that mechanism will be there. Now let's try to go back. So let's try to check the stock. Previously, 50,000 it is there. See, now some amount it is got reduced from this, not from your unrestricted stock. So now let's try to do the bill for this, because whatever the stock dumped at customer location that is used by customer, that's why we are creating the bill. Okay, it's coming as F2. Maybe account determination error will come. Why? Because we have used our own procedure. Okay, for the time being I'm just changing this one. So let's double click on this. Actually it's standard, we shouldn't change it. For the time being I'm changing because I'm using the same thing. Okay, let's save this. So it's all about consignment issue. Now let's go to the VF02. Let's try to release to accounting. So it will be released to accounting. So go to the accounting document. Okay, similar like your customer account will be debited and your revenue account will be credited. Now let's try to do it consignment returns. Before that, you just check what is this? So 47,500, right? So 5 packs. I think we have done the issue. So let's go back. Let's check the display document flow. So let's go to the consignment issue order details. So this is basically 2,500 grams. If you see this, it might be like 5 packs or something like that. Each one is 500. Okay, 5 packs. Let's try to do the consignment returns. So now let's go back to the Excel. So basically this is KE, LF and F2. So the sum stock is reduced from 500. So like it is 2,500 grams. Okay, that means remaining is this minus this 47,500. I think maybe less or more it will be there. That's okay. So it is got reduced this much the stock. So now we'll try to return the customer returns. Some issue is there. All stock got damaged. consignment returns. So let's try to merge this. So for consignment returns, you have KR is the document, KRN is the item category, D0 is the schedule and category. Okay, LR return you are using, and 634 is the moment type. You can remember like this: 631 versus dumping. If you are sending back the whatever the dump back to the company location, then 632. And this is issue when you are returning back to the special stock, again this is 634. Let's try to have a clear picture. So now we are doing consignment returns. Let's go back. Okay, so you have a consignment returns KR. So it's like a written document type only. The only thing is that you don't have any difference between your KR and your RE, but you can certainly find the difference between these two is at item category level. If you go to, so you have basically KRN is the item category, and let's try to compare with REN. Okay, special stock indicator will be there because when you return, you should be, see, you don't have a special stock indicator, whereas you have a special stock indicator. That is the only difference. Okay, otherwise everything looks like same. And your schedule and category, KRN D0. Okay, schedule and category, if you go for D0 for consignment returns, you have 634 moment type. Okay, so you don't need not check availability both the cases. So now let's try to see consignment returns. So like see, this is easiest way. There is nothing differs. Consignment return in S4 HANA. So let's try to take the material 5 packs again. So this is how much grams, one pack. Let's go to the conditions so we can able to see. So this is 5 packs. Okay, 2500. Let's go back. Let's try to check incomplete log. Fill the order reason, for which reason you are sending back. So all got damaged in transit. So customer is not received. But SAP should accept this one. Let's double click and try to check the schedule lines. It should be D0. Okay. So let's save this. So let me try to create the delivery. So it should be with, let's go to the sale. We don't have picking for this. Go to the status overview. Goods movement. It is 633. 634. Yeah, this is 634 for returns, right? So before that, let's go to the stock overview. Okay, we haven't done. So the stock will be added here when customer returns, not back to the company. That's why we're taking the receipt, we're using special stock indicator. Now if I refresh, see it's came back another 50. So that means it is added to your dumple location only. For return you have to do the credit memo, right? Probably it will throw an error as expected. So why? Because you will have a block, so it need to be reviewed by someone. So it's we're not keeping any control for authorizations, so that's why we'll remove manually. Before that, let's go to the edit and we'll confirm you the error. Okay, the document is blocked. Now let's go to the VA02. So if you check your header, this one is care, right? So the same place you go back and try to give the money back to the customer. Now let's click this, let's press enter. Now it is accepting RE. Basically save this, you will have accounting document generation error, no problem, that's fine. Why? Because we're supposed to change the account determination procedure. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's do it. For the time being, I will try to set it back. VOFA. Let's go to the RE. So let me try to. It's not advisable to change the standard settings, but for generating our accounting document, I'm just taking this. For this, I have used standard. I would have copied with the G with existing documents. Now let's go to VF02 again. Let's press enter. Let's click on accounting. Okay, it's not created because I need to release this one. So let's go to the accounting. Customer account will be credited and the revenue account will be debited. This is how it happens. Okay, now let's go back to the Excel again. So your consignment returns is KR, document is LR. You have billing document type is RE. Okay, so that means your stock will be returned, so that it will be remained the same 50,000. Now we'll send it back to the. After 1 year, we came to know that the total stock is need to be recalled, maybe because of certain reason the customer is not used. Customer pickup. Okay, so how you are going to do this one? KA is the document type, KAN F0 LR. Okay, so 632 is the moment type. So let's try to choose with KA how it works. KA, you have LR. Okay, let's try to go back to the SAP system. Initially for consignment fill up. Okay, let's see 16 and okay, EBAK. So let's try to VKORG. So GS D1 is my sales organization, GW is distribution channel, and control F VBELN and document type AART. So your consignment fill up is KB, right? Let's go to the online. So just wanted to take the document type. So initially we created with 203 fashion VA03. So 100 packs. I just wanted to return it back. Okay, 100 packs is this much worth. Your out of the stock we are going to see this. So this I'm just send it back to the my company location because I haven't utilized resume. So you pick it KA. So let's try to do this consignment pickup. Okay, just take the material. Just take here 100 packs. Okay, so let's go to the schedule ends. This is F0 schedule end category. So let's save this. So let's go to the edit. It's asking on which reason you are going to take it back from dumping location to here. So maybe we can able to create one reason like stock got expired. So material rename. This we can take it. So let's try to save this. Okay. So your pickup got created. Now let's try to do the VL01N. So again, we don't have pickup but sale. So we are going to do the receipt. Okay. So let's go to VL03N. Let me show you the moment type. It should be 632. Okay. So now let's try to check. Okay. Our screen, the 50,000 which we dumped earlier, that we are sending back. Okay. Let's refresh this. See, now the stock will be added to unrestricted stock. This is how we have to do the consignment pickup, and this is all these 4 steps belongs to consignment sales process. Now if you go back, Vivo V7, consignment pickup KAN. You see, if you have say European scenario, this is the J they have given by default. Like if you need perform invoice or else some actually it need to be posted to accountings to show for auditing purpose, you can able to maintain it. Otherwise, you don't require the bill for this. So this is all about your consignment sales process. For end users, there is nothing to worry. Just follow the document flow process. Technical settings, if you try to understand, if you don't understand, there is no problem. So it's not a big deal. So let's try to go to Vivo V C16 and Control F VKORG. So let's try to choose this GSD1 GW. Maybe created on date. I'm just taking this. So let's go to online. You can able to see all the documents like what exactly happened. Consignment fill up, consignment issue, consignment return, and finally consignment pickup. This is how you can able to do this. Okay. This is all about your consignment fill up and issue and return pickup process. This we will call it as a consignment sales process. So there is no difference in S4 HANA. So again, I'm keeping a note. So if any technical settings, I'm showing item category and schedule and category. This is not required for end users. If you try to understand, okay, but follow the process flow. What are all the document types we're using and what kind of item category it is determined. Okay, let's try to remember this. This is sufficient for your end user process. So it's all about consignment process. We're good to go. We're closing our session. Before that, let me go back to the Excel. So we have done our consignment sales process in S4 HANA. So all these processes we have covered. Exports order I'm not specifically showing. Why? Because there is no embargo, there are no other settings are there, but it's okay. So that is controlled by GTS, legal control if any blocks happening. But whenever you take your export customer, export Incoterms will be determined and export taxes will be there. There is no much difference. There is nothing to worry about this. Okay, it's like regular export or domestic order only. For export, additionally you will get commercial invoice and other documents will comes into picture. So when it comes to these process, intercompany stock transfer and IPO, why I haven't covered. Only thing is that Migo screen it is not working. Future, if it is working, any other system, if I hired for making this course, I will help you out. I'm extremely sorry for that. So let's go back. Let me check Migo. Maybe if I raise a request, if it is working, then I will try to add. So let's go to your purchase. So let's go to the GR goods receipt view. Let me try to choose whatever the documents I have created. Let me choose this one. It is box. It is coming here till this 36. So here it is. If I click on check, it is coming here. While posting, it is giving a different error. I think some standard function module SD order or check someone might have removed. That's okay. So like it's similar like ECC. Only thing is that if you'd like to understand BP level, how you supposed to maintain the data, your vendor creation and your BP creation, that you can able to manage it. I think we can able to do this, but the problem is that Migo screen is not working, so I cannot help it out. So this is all about S4 HANA business processes. So we're good to go. If you have any doubts, you can write in comments in Udemy. I will help you out. I wish you all the best. Heads up, keep on learning. Have a great day. So let's end the session.